Well, hello man cavers. What are we doing today? We are going to, might be a bit boring for some of you, rooting around in one of them new containers I bought. I found this, a stop and start switch for an electric motor. And I had many complaints when I was doing the lathe video that I had it wired wrong, so I had to lean over the machine to turn it off, and it weren't ideal. Found this thing on, off. Now I think this is the right thing I need. We'll have a little look through here, look, and you can see exactly what it is. So it'll switch 660 volts, maximum motor amps 10, and there we go, coil 220, 240. So if I put mains into this, it'll hopefully switch it, but I'm no electrician, I do not know. So I need to take this old piece of wire out. I know this side is the inlet, simply because, we're getting straight into this video, aren't we, look? Simply because on this end of the wire, there's a broken 3-pin plug. So I know that this end is where the power go in. So we'll put another plug on there to go in our socket. I'll take this wire out and put on our motor. Or put the motor out of, yeah, I know what I mean. The wire out the motor come in here. No, I'm not going to chocolate block it. I think there'll be a connection block in there, I'm guessing. Anyhow, right, if you want to see this, stick around. If you don't, I'll see you later. But hopefully, you'll stick around, because with me doing it, there's every possibility we're going to blow the electric. So guys, first thing we're going to do is put this down on an old metal bench was full of iron filings, perfect to work on electricity. Alright. The lathe is off at the minute, the power's to it, but obviously it's not switched on. I will just isolate it from the power, and I will show you how I've got it wired now. In case you're new here and you want to stick around and see this. There you go. Right, I like to look inside, make sure everything's clean and tidy, which it does appear to be. There we go. And I assume that's the in, innit? Up this end. So I'm assuming my motor wires come in here. So if I'll show you how I've got it wired at the minute. If we come round here, you'll see. How I've got it at the minute is, this is the on and off switch. Well, that's the plug for the lathe, that's the power. All I've got is this 3-pin plug going into this switch. That turns the lathe on and off. So at the minute, I have to sort of, yeah, you'll see what I mean when I'll show you. You can see the switch, you can see the lathe. You'll see what what's going on here? You'll see what I have to do to turn the lathe on and off. So when I'm using the lathe, I have to lean right over here, turn it on. And then if something go wrong, I've got to lean over and turn it off. Now, a lot of you guys didn't like that because that's not quick enough, which it isn't. I agree. If something goes, if the shit hits the fan, as they say, you need to about button that thing down quickly, because these are not toys. High torque machines that can be quite dangerous. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to unplug my lathe up here. I'll take this switch off the wall up here, what currently turns it on and off, and I'll pull the wire out of that, and we can run the wire out of that into here, I think. Alright. Cool. I put this bench grinder in a wrong place, didn't I? Sure. There we go. So the wire for our lathe is all in it. Oh, dear me. The wire for our lathe is all in here. Right, I could leave that plug onto that actually. That's a lathe wire. I think this is a lathe wire. And we need our earth, which is a lathe wire, which is just this one. There you go. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to tighten these back up, and if I ever need to put anything back on here, I can just wire it into these ports here. That's already wired, isn't it? Just checking I didn't slacken none of them. I didn't. Didn't touch this earth one, did I? Right. Later on, I will put the screws back in that. There we go. But at the minute, we just need this. Right, next job, I've got to take out these wires. Remembering where they're going. What's this black one doing? I ain't going to touch that. Because I've got a black wire there that I don't know what it does. We'll pull the blue one out. So remember, the blue one come out the middle. Live, come where the red button is. Look, there we go. And our earth in here. Have they put that on damned clips? They have, haven't they? The earth wire, they've put on a damned old connector, look. Just to make it harder to get back in. They'll put it on a ring terminal instead of a adjustable spade. So my magnetic screwdriver has now picked up a load of iron filings, which I'm jamming back into this box. Alright, I can slide my earth in. Right, we'll get all them out. Where's the wire for our lathe? That can now run round here, and here's the wire to the lathe. I think we need to extend our earth wire a bit, so I'll trim a bit of this insulation off. Where are them connectors? Just so you can see, I haven't cut too deep, and they all are. Look, there's no bare bits in there. Right, we'll jam these in. I'll jam that earth back under that screw how it should be. And this is where you tell me again I'm doing it wrong, but there you go. We'll see, won't we? I need to pull that wire. There she goes. She's right through. There's our two here. We need our earth wire. He comes under that screw exactly how it should be, and the screw just clamped down onto it. There you go, we got him. Now then, our live went nearest the red switch, didn't it? So the brown wire nearest to the red switch, and blue in the middle. Come on, don't try and confuse me here, because I don't want to start double thinking myself. There we go. Well, if this works, that's a nice, straightforward and well worthwhile job. Then all I need to do is mount my switch, isn't it? There we go. Poke them wires down there. They're not catching the screws. Nothing's shorting out. I'm going to check these other screws are tight as well. They're tight. They're tight. They're tight. They're tight. They're tight. Earth's all on. What's these two in the bottom here? They're tight. And they're tight. They did all do up quarter a turn though. Put our lid back on, and I hope everything's alright in there. Alright, so I'll leave that screw a little bit loose so we've got a bit of play. Make sure this end go back in alright, which it does. Tighten one end, tighten the other. This will be brilliant if it works. Right. Now we want the other end of this wire, which has got this knackered plug on. Look at the state of that, but I don't think she's had any power for a day or two. Tell you what we'll do. That all look a bit manky. We'll cut that off, and we will start again with another plug. Let me get this bared up and we'll be back. Well, we have a new plug, which I've split open, 13 amp. I've took the little clamp out. We just need to put our freshly baked wires into them. Now then, if any of you guys have got a shortcut to know how long to cut these roughly, without guesswork, let me know, because I always have to guess them. And do long, medium, short, look. Because we all know the brown one's the shortest one, but that's getting the right distance. And I've got to work out if I've got away with it here. They're all twisted up. Here we go. Come on, sunshine, get in that live port. He's in. Ah, yes, I seem to have it about right. I think I can get them into there from there. There we go. We've got to get our blue one in. Oh, let's nip that out right sharp in it. Alright. I just had to pick up the little screw what just fell out the end of the blue one because I'd opened it too much. Right, let's get our wire in here. And hope I've got enough slack to get the pin back in. If not, we'll have to do it the tricky way. I often find that this, there you go, is the easiest way to connect your blue wire, you know. To take the pin right out. Alright, that earth wire is a little bit long, but we'll get away with it. Push him out. Put he in. Push he down. And tighten he up. There we go. There is our plug on. Now I just need to put the clamp back on. It's like, again, I often find it easier to take these things right off than try and swing them to one side, especially when you've got a thick cable like we're dealing with here. Because this cable is bloody thick old cable. So we've got one side started. Let's hope that'll grab this side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's pulling down on that. There you go. There you go. She's tight, guys. Give it a pull test. That ain't coming out. And we just got to plug this thing back in. Switch her on and see if see if it all works. Right. Marvellous. Is this going to work, or is this going to blow the switch up? I know I've got to mount the switch. I'll get to that. I will get to mounting the switch. I just want to test this, and then we'll know if that's right, won't we? Right. Right, the socket is switched off. I'm now going to plug it in. Now switching the socket on. Well, the socket's on, so there's power to this. Will this turn on the lathe? Or is it going to blow something up? Let's put the lathe clutch in and we'll hit the green button, shall we? Oh, look at that. Do it stop it? Oh, yeah. There you go, guys. Ha! Emergency stop. So we now have a proper on and off switch for our lathe. Oh, that's nice and sensitive as well. You only got to touch that red one, look. Look at that, you only got to touch that and that stops. Very good indeed. Right, there you go, guys. I hope you're happy with, that I now have a safety switch on the lathe. So I think I've got to mount that somewhere down here. You know, screw him on there somewhere, maybe put a little rack and have it in there so it ain't sticking out. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I can run the wires somewhere. I'll have to make a bracket up to come in here to screw this on. But yeah, it's good, isn't it? A lot better than how it was. So, a very different video. Different to what I normally do. But we now have our lathe on our on and off switch, which I do like, and I'm sure you guys are going to much approve of this. There you go. And that come out of that one of them containers what I've recently had delivered. So yeah, all very good. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Because believe it or not, I think only about 25% of my viewers are subscribed. The rest of you aren't, so please subscribe. My videos are normally not quite so boring as wiring an electrical box up. But there you go. Right, I'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye for now. My Ford.